everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. So in this video, we are going to learn how to create Mailmodo contact from new Google Sheets tables row. So let's suppose you are collecting all the customers from various sources for your email marketing campaign, and then you are manually creating these as contact in Mailmodo. But you can automate this entire process with the help of Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software which requires no coding or programming skill. Here you just need to build connection between Google Sheets and Mailmodo. Pabbly Connect runs on two principles, which is trigger and action. Here as my trigger application, I will take Google Sheets where the new row will be added in tables and this complete workflow will get triggered. And in my action application, I will take Mailmodo where the contact will be created automatically as soon as the new row will be added in Google Sheets tables. If you want to learn this amazing automation step by step, let me take you all to my screen. In this video, we are going to learn how to create Mailmodo contact from new Google Sheets tables row. For this, we are going to create automation between Google Sheets and Mailmodo with the help of Pabbly Connect. So this is the landing page of Pabbly and you can visit this simply by typing pabbly.com/connect in your browser. After browsing the website, we need to sign into our Pabbly account. On the top right corner, you can see two options, sign in and sign up for free. If you are an existing user, click on sign in. But if you are a new user, click on sign up for free and this will give you 100 tasks free on monthly basis. As I'm an existing user, I'll click on sign in and here a dashboard has appeared showing me all the Pabbly applications. Here I need to click on Pabbly Connect Access Now. And it has taken me to this dashboard where I will be able to see all my workflows over here and all the folders that I have created over here. If you want to create a new folder, you just need to click on this plus icon and from here you can create a new folder. For now, I want to create a new workflow for which I need to click on this create workflow. And now it's asking me to enter the workflow name and select the folder in which I want to save this workflow. So here let's name this workflow as how to create Mailmodo contact from new Google Sheets tables row. And now I need to select the folder in which I want to save this workflow. So these are the folders that I have created and I want to select Google Sheets Automations and click on Create. Now as soon as I click on Create, two boxes have appeared in front of me. One is Trigger, other is Action. So Trigger says when this happens, Action says do this. So Trigger is basically an event which starts the automation of a workflow. There can be only one trigger in the workflow but as many as action applications as you want. Here in this workflow, I want to create Mailmodo contact from new Google Sheets tables row, which means whenever a new row will be added in Google Sheets, a contact should be created in Mailmodo, which means whenever a new row will be added in Google Sheets tables, this complete workflow will get triggered. So here our trigger application will be Google Sheets. And a trigger event will be new or updated spreadsheet row. Now I need to make connection between Pabbly Connect and Google Sheets for which a webhook URL is given to us and this URL will act as a bridge to connect my Pabbly Connect with Google Sheets. So as to make this connection, let me take you to my Google Sheets. This is my Google Sheets by the name Customer Details and I have maintained this table which has first name, last name, phone number and email address. Now, so as to build the connection, I have to click on extensions, click on add-ons, click on get add-ons. So here Google Workspace Marketplace has appeared in front of us where we need to search for Pabbly Connect webhooks. And it is showing installed because I have already installed this in my Google Sheets. But if you are doing this for the first time, you have to follow the same process and make sure that you refresh your Google Sheets after installing. Now click on extensions, go to Pabbly Connect webhooks and click on initial setup. Over here we need to enter the webhook URL and the trigger column. So it's written you can get the webhook URL from Pabbly Connect workflow. So this is the same webhook URL which we were provided in our trigger step. So let's go back to Pabbly and from over here copy this webhook URL and simply paste it over here. Now I need to enter the trigger column. So it's written the trigger column will be a final data column on which if the data is added, the whole of that row data will be sent to the webhook URL. So in this Google Sheets, my final data entry column or the last column is column D, which means as soon as I add data in this column, the complete row data will be sent to Pabbly Connect. So over here I will write D and click on submit. Setup configured successfully. Now let's go back to extensions, click on Pabbly Connect Webhooks and click on send on event. So this step will make sure whatever data we add in future, it is sent to Pabbly Connect. Now let's go back to Pabbly and over here we can see waiting for the webhook response, and under this it's written, now log into the application where you have added the webhook URL and do test submission so that the data can be recorded here in the webhook response. So as to get the response over here, I need to enter data in my Google Sheets. So let's go back to Google Sheets and enter some dummy details over in these fields. So let's say my first name is new, my last name is user, my phone number is, and my email address is new@pabblytudes.com. Now, as soon as I've entered data in this column, the complete row data will be sent to Pabbly Connect. So let's go back to Pabbly. And over here, we have instantly captured the response. Trigger column was column D. Spreadsheet name was customer details. First name was new. Last name was user. Phone number was this. And the email address was new@pabblytudes.com. This means Google Sheets is connected with Pabbly Connect, and now we need to move to our next step, which is action step. So we want to create contact in Mailmodo as soon as a new row is added in Google Sheets tables. So here my action application will be Mailmodo. And my action event will be add contact to a list. Click on connect. If you have an existing connection, you can simply go with save. But if you don't have one, click on add new connection. And here to build the connection, I need to enter the API key. So it's written, log into your Mailmodo account. You can find your API key by navigating to settings and then API keys. So to enter this, let me take you to my Mailmodo account. Over here, this is the app dashboard, and on the left hand side, I can see all the options. Here I need to click on settings. And on the left hand side, I can see this option of API keys. Click here. Click on add API key and let's name this as new. Click on OK. So we have generated this new API key and I simply need to copy this and paste it over here. Click on save. So Mailmodo is connected with Pabbly Connect, and now I need to move to my next step, which is entering all these details. So the first one is email, and so as to enter this, I'm going to use a process called mapping, which means I'm going to enter data from my previous response. So here in my previous response, I have received the email as new@pabblytudes.com. So in my action step, I will simply click on email, then click on Google Sheets and map the email address as new@pabblytudes.com. Next, I have to select the list name. So to enter this, let me take you to my Mailmodo account. On the left hand side, we can see all the options. Here I need to click on contacts. And these are the two lists that have been created. So I want to create this new contact in Pabbs. So I will go back to Pabbly and manually type Pabbs over here. Then I need to enter the personalization fields in this format. So I will write first name, so here mapping is important so that every time you receive a new response, it is taken into consideration in these fields. Manually entering the data will make these fields static and the information will not change even if you have received the new response. Over here, if I manually type my email address, this field will become static and the information will not change on every new response. That's why we use mapping, so as to keep these fields dynamic. Now I simply need to click on save and send test request. And over here we can see we have received the response. Contact is successfully created and added to the list. So let's go back to Mailmodo and check whether this contact has been created there or not. So I need to open Pabbs, click on view contact, and we can see we have successfully created this new user. The email address was new@pabblytudes.com. Now, so as to check whether this automation is working perfectly fine or not, let's open our Google Sheets and enter some other dummy details over in these fields. So let's say my first name is latest, my last name is user, my phone number is, and my email address is latest@pabblytudes.com. Now, as soon as I've entered data in this column, a contact should be created in Mailmodo by the name latest user. So let's go back to Mailmodo, refresh this once, and open my list, which is Pabs. And we can see we have instantly created this contact here. The email address was latest@pabblytudes.com. First name was latest, last name was user. So to summarize, we took Google Sheets as our trigger application where we made connection with Pabbly Connect with the help of this webhook URL. We entered the data in our Google Sheets and received the response over here, after which we took Mailmodo as our action application where we made connection with Pabbly Connect and entered the email address. Then we entered the list under which we want to create this contact, and then personalization fields in which we entered all our fields using this format and entered our field value using mapping. Then simply clicked on save and send test request and received the response as a new contact created in Mailmodo. So we have successfully created automation between Google Sheets and Mailmodo with the help of Pabbly Connect. I hope you like this video. Thanks for watching. Not only these applications, but you can integrate many more applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now, if you have any doubt, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, you can reach at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, you can visit the website given over here. Also, if you find our videos helpful, do share it with your friends and like and subscribe to our channel.